Overcoming Peter Pan syndrome, the reluctance or refusal to embrace adult responsibilities and fully grow up, is a journey that requires honesty, courage, and structured self-reflection. While many of us may occasionally wish for the carefree days of youth or feel overwhelmed by the expectations of adulthood, living perpetually in that state can hold us back from growth, fulfillment, and genuine independence. Let's explore, step by step, how you can move beyond this pattern and create a life rooted in purpose, maturity, and new opportunities. The very first step in this transformation is to acknowledge the problem honestly. Begin by taking a quiet moment to reflect on your life. Are you someone who consistently avoids responsibility or shies away from making commitments? Do long-term goals feel intimidating, even unattainable? Maybe it seems easier to let others make decisions for you, or you feel stuck in a cycle of seeking escapism, be it through endless entertainment, video games, or fantasizing about a different life. If any of this sounds familiar, recognize that this is more than just a passing phase. It's a pattern that can hold you back from developing your full potential. Even if this mindset once served as a shelter, offering protection or comfort during challenging times, it may now be reinforcing inertia, anxiety, or a sense of inadequacy. Once you've recognized this in yourself, the next step is to explore what might be fueling your resistance to adulthood. Try to identify the root causes with honesty, yet without self-blame. For many, overprotective parenting in childhood made it difficult to develop independent coping skills or a sense of capability. Others may fear that stepping into adulthood will expose them to failure or reveal a deep-seated inadequacy. Sometimes the allure of escapism, immersing oneself in fantasy worlds, social media, or binge-watching shows, becomes a way to avoid the discomfort of real-world challenges. It's also possible that you simply lacked strong role models who exemplified healthy, mature adulthood, or your early experiences of adult responsibilities were negative and discouraging. Name these influences. Understanding them can help dismantle their power and move you toward change. Now comes a pivotal moment, taking ownership of your life. This means accepting that while external factors may have contributed to your current circumstances, it is ultimately your responsibility to steer your life's direction from this point onwards. It's tempting to blame your parents, unresolved childhood wounds, society's pressures, or even sheer bad luck. But this mindset only perpetuates passivity. Instead, make a conscious decision to take charge, starting with the choices and habits you form today. This shift, however small at first, marks the transition from a reactive to a proactive approach to living. With this new sense of responsibility, you're ready to set realistic adult goals. Break down life into fundamental categories: career, finances, health, relationships, and a sense of purpose or mission. Within each area, create SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, in the financial realm, you might decide, I will create a budget and save $1,000 within the next 3 months. In your career search, a practical target could be, I'll apply to 5 jobs this week. Don't underestimate the power of small wins. Each concrete step forward builds confidence and momentum. Once your goals are set, the key to progress is building discipline and routine. Start by introducing simple, manageable structures into your day. This might mean waking up at the same time every morning, making your bed, or setting aside 10 minutes each evening for self-reflection. Consider starting a daily exercise habit, not as a burden, but as a way to care for your body and boost your mood. Don't be discouraged if progress isn't perfect. The act of returning to your routine is itself a victory. Over time, these disciplines become the foundation that resilience and self-esteem are built upon. Simultaneously, commit to learning basic life skills. No one is born knowing how to manage all the complexities of adult life, but everyone can learn. Start with the essentials: cooking nutritious meals, creating and sticking to a budget, paying bills on time, keeping your living space organized, and managing your time effectively. These are not mere chores. They are stepping stones toward true autonomy and self-confidence. Every skill you master becomes proof that you are capable of meeting life's demands. One of the most significant hurdles on this journey is overcoming fear. Fear of responsibility, fear of commitment, and fear of failure. It is vital to acknowledge these feelings without yielding to them. Growth lies on the other side of discomfort. Instead of shying away, practice committing to something larger than yourself, whether it's a relationship, a meaningful job, or a personal mission. Accept that failure, awkwardness, and setbacks are an inevitable part of adulthood. Rather than fleeing from these experiences, view them as necessary lessons and opportunities for development. In this way, you build resilience, the ability to face adversity and come out stronger. If you find yourself struggling to make progress alone, remember that there's no shame in seeking mentorship or therapy. Professional therapy can help you unpack deeper issues, especially if you carry trauma or have complicated family dynamics. A good therapist can guide you to reframe troubling thoughts and develop healthier patterns. Meanwhile, mentors, whether they are older friends, supportive coworkers, or family members, can serve as living examples of responsible adulthood. Observe how these individuals navigate challenges, manage their obligations, and balance enjoyment with commitment. Don't hesitate to reach out, ask questions, or seek feedback. An essential aspect of this transformation is developing emotional maturity. Life will present challenges and confrontations. Emotional maturity is what allows you to weather them gracefully. Start by practicing emotional regulation, learning not to react impulsively, but to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. Work on your self-reflection skills. Regularly check in with yourself about how you feel, what you need, and how you're progressing. And practice active listening, paying close attention to others, and responding with empathy. Learn to accept constructive criticism and feedback without shutting down or becoming defensive. This is how you grow. This is how you become a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Finally, reimagine what adulthood can mean for you. Too often, growing up is wrongly equated with losing joy, becoming rigid, or surrendering your dreams. In reality, adulthood is about building a life characterized by purpose, resilience, and independence. When you step up to responsibility, you gain the power to shape your destiny. With maturity comes the freedom to make choices rooted in your own values and vision for the future. You can still cultivate wonder, creativity, and connection. These qualities flourish in a life where you are grounded and empowered. In summary, overcoming Peter Pan syndrome isn't about giving up who you are. It's about honoring your deepest potential and creating a life of meaning and fulfillment. Every journey begins with a single, honest step, the willingness to face yourself and grow. Embrace this challenge, and you'll discover that adulthood, far from being a sentence of drudgery, is the gateway to a life you can be proud of.